Welcome back, everyone. We're not washing Henry's house, but we are down here at the big Valley Wall Dam, and we're starting to clean it up. So we actually washed Henry's house yesterday. So we washed that. We then oiled the deck, did all that. So we got that all done. Did that off camera because I know I said to you guys I was going to film it, but there wasn't really any point us filming that. Quite literally us just washing a house, really. So I didn't bother getting the camera out. We just washed the house, washed the deck, and then we oiled the deck once it dried. And that was our day yesterday. And then Henry came and did some grading for the last couple of hours of the day. So you can see that the catchment's all nice and clean. This catchment was actually really good. So it's just another touch up. And you might be able to see he's just in the background there driving along. I'm just walking along here to see if we needed the loader to come down at all for whatever reason, but looks like Henry's gone and pushed in the trench in the middle here. So the biggest issue you have is when the water can't get to the dam because of all the mud and muck. So I'll show you just how much of a layer there is. I mean, I'm standing on it. So this is the central trench, I guess you could call it, that the water's running into off that, and then it runs down along here, and you need to make sure you got it clean, just like a catchment. Otherwise what happens is if it was just to come off that catchment into here like normal, it'd just get all soaked up by this mud. So this is, you know, dry clay, dry mud, from dry silt, dry whatever you want to call it. So yeah, he's cleaned that all up, so it's going to run. So yeah, I don't think I need to bring the loader down at all, which is good. And yeah, you can see he's just got a tiny little bit to do up there, and then he's going to come around. There's a second catchment on the other side here where the tip is. That one's a bit dodgy. There's a lot of cracks, crevices, everything through there, so it's a bit harder to push and clean. But he's going to give that one a go as well. So we'll come up here and yeah, I'll show you what the catchment was like and yeah, what he's got it at. The other day I might not have been as clear about what I meant by the catchment needs to sort of seal itself, soak in. So Henry's just been, yeah, this is from yesterday, and obviously rain absorbs into sand and stuff like that. Because you're taking a layer off, I'll show you. So you got all this stuff here, and then obviously that. So this here, that all catches the water, and then obviously the water soaks into that. So it's not until that is all sort of soaked up, set and gone, that the catchment then starts to run water. And we call it, you know, sort of around, if you got a 10 mil rain event, you'd seal your catchment and it'd be, you know, she's all good. So this is what it's like now, and that's what it was like. So this one, like I said, was actually pretty good. You've got a few bits and pieces of grass coming through, but it's honestly not too bad. This catchment's actually, yeah, quite nice. So it looks like he's pushing a fair bit of dirt up there. I'll give him a call on the two-way, see if I need to bring the loader down just to help move that dirt pile out for him. But other than that, I think he should be pretty fine. So all of that dust you saw as he was driving around here, if I show that, sure I will, that's you know, all this stuff off the catchment, that one need to be soaked in before the catchment runs, unless obviously you get a big rain on the first rain. So yeah, when you clean these catchments, it's not the first rain that will run water into your dam. It's normally like the second or third that you'll eventually get water running into your dam. So Henry did ask for the loader. You can see here the windrow it's not getting huge, but when you're turning and you're coming uphill, it just gets a bit much for the blade, and you start losing it out on your high edge instead of your low edge. So we're just going to give it a push, try and move some product basically. I'll see how I go here. I don't have the suction cup or anything, and I've got to hold it by hand. So hopefully you guys don't get dizzy when I do this. So you can see now, you'll be able to just push around this corner, no worries. So I'll start pushing some of this all into a big pile, and I'll just push it straight up, and then that way, just make it a little bit easier for him. This is obviously our main spray dam. This is what we suck from for spraying, year round, year after year. Now, it's very bumpy here, as you're about to see. We dam scooped this last time it went completely dry, and the dam scoop, all those gouges there are from the cable, because you have a loader on this side, a tractor on that side, and you pull through and you try and change your angle as you're pulling up. Now, valley wall dam, very hard to clean out because you can't get all the way around because of all that stuff. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We got it as good as we could. Pulled out a lot of mud, and like here's not too bad, but where I was walking this morning out there, now that is bad. Now we got the loader, we got the grader. Henry's just up there now. He's just doing the stuff that I cleared out for him, so he's finishing that off. I'm here just trying to clean this windrow up here that's been pushed up here. Basically the water's been running down here and having to run all the way around and then go in that channel. And I'm just clearing some of this to try and some water can come this way. But long story short, what I'm thinking of doing, and we're going to try it, is all that mud out there, I just want to take the grader and take a pass through and just see if we can get back down to the base. And then because we've got the loader here, I'll help and push it and get the windrow out of the way and make a big pile somewhere on the side. And I want to make it so that it's back to, so it nearly almost looks like that. And then that way, when it rains, not only will it act as its own catchment, but that up there is that's clear road. So that's where all the runoff from the road comes through this dam, and it snakes through the creek here. If we can clean all the way up to there, it'd be a game changer for catching water. So we're going to give that a go. We've got Henry on the grader, me on the loader. It's worth a try, just see what we can do. We're going to do a couple passes, see what it looks like. If it's no good, it's no good. We won't do it. No harm, no foul, but we might as well try it. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, here goes proof of concept. Henry's about to start pushing in, and then I'll talk to you in a sec. reckon that went pretty well, don't you?
Yeah, like, worked well. I don't know if you want me to go deeper, it still looks like it's just dirt there. Yeah, I'll keep on going at that across and see what we reckon.
Yeah, I reckon even if you turn out sort of a little bit earlier and come round, then I'll be able to push the bulk of it out of the way. But yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. Like, you'll be able to probably get another second blade on that, and then that's our, our deep end, and then this here is sort of just a shallow skim.
Yeah, okay.
So there you go. We're trying to work this north side, this little spot here, just to see how we go. There's not a huge amount of mud here, but as you can see, what Henry was just pushing quite a lot. That was a windrow that's been pushed up over the years. So I'm trying to get all this out. We might as well, while we've got the two machines, just try and push all this out. My idea is to get this whole section as clear as what we've got there, and then yeah, we'll see how we go with the next side. But Henry's pushing the bulk in, so he's pushing that, and then I'm going to try and push the bulk out, and then I'll push it out to a pile somewhere, and then that way he's not struggling to push. So I'm not sure if you guys can see, but at the moment he's still got a lot of dirt. We're not at clay yet, so mud I should say. I know it probably seems counterintuitive just putting a pile right there, but at the moment I'm just trying to get this corner knocked out, which you can see I'm just getting it all the bulk away because Henry can't, well, the grader does struggle when it comes to it. So I'm probably going to put you guys down for a little bit while I get this out. Well, I'm unaware of what my last video was. So anyway, we're going along. Henry's getting a really good scrape at the base, but what's happening is he's getting, well, there's just so much bulk and I can't keep up. This tiny little loader, one of those big cat loaders would be absolutely, oh god, absolutely amazing. But as you can probably see in the background behind me, where he's grading along this edge here, it's coming up an absolute treat. He's now coming up to grade this stuff here, which is pretty light, pretty easy. Doesn't have any of the bulk on it because he can't push any more where he was. What I was doing before was I'd pushed all the corner mud out into a pile so he could actually keep going, and then I've just been slowly carting it away. But I'll show you in a sec. He's now got it to a point where he can't push anymore. So you can see he's got a nice good base. We're basically at the ground level, probably a little bit higher, but that's all right. And we're just this bulk, it's just too much. He just can't push it. So that's what I've got to do now. I've got to get all this out of the way. Oh, I overheated the loader. She's doing some work, as you guys can see. I'm pushing a lot of dirt. This is one pile, and I got another big pile over there, but it's a lot of fast, heavy work trying to keep up with Henry's pace. He's pushing so much dirt, it's ridiculous, and I'm so glad we're doing it. So let's go for a little drive while that's cooling down. A slow drive. So you can see right behind me is all cleared up, so that's all nice and clean. And then over here we've only got this tiny little bit left to go, and yeah, then that's all done. And it's you know, we've reclaimed, I'm going to guess maybe an acre we've reclaimed all and also here, which is good. Now that we've cleaned it out, what it means is that when we come to clean the dam catchment again, we can clean it all the way down to the bottom, unless of course we've had the rain and the water's up here. But yeah, it's good that we've reclaimed it so that we've got it all nice and clean. The big job, we've done the small side. This is the proof of concept side. So we've done the small side. The big job is that other side and how far I want to go back. That's going to be a lot of work. We'll just see how we go with that. But yeah, we're going to need to get this back to the shed, blow the radiator out, and we'll do the same on that, although that has been good. Whenever it was that I was doing the videos on dam catchment grading, which I think might have been 2 years ago, I was overheating in that thing, and it was all the fluff and all this dust that you're picking up as you're driving along, swirling into the back and overheating it. Plus, go back to whatever video that was, that radiator was clogged, so when I bought it, they obviously didn't clean it out, and yeah, she was blocked tight. So it's all clean now, which is good, and we've got shade cloth on the side, which has worked amazing on that, like, unbelievably well. So that's good. So I'm just waiting for this to cool down. Henry's nearly finished, then we'll be able to just clean this little triangle up and take the machines back to the shed and blow them out. Finished pushing that little triangle out, and Henry and I have made a bit of a plan of how we're going to attack that other side. And yeah, I'm just going back now. I'm going to start blowing this radiator out. I'll get it ready to at least blow it out, and it's nearly lunchtime, so we're going to sort that out. And then when we get back, Henry's got a section he can push that I don't need to be there helping him, and while he's doing that, I can start removing that windrow from the other half of where we were. So where we initially started, I took a windrow from the north. Now there's a big windrow on the south. I'm going to take that windrow out, and then yeah, we can start our work on it. It's a big job, but I'm glad we're doing it. It looks so much better now that it's done. Like, it just looks so good. Well, as you saw from that, this was very dusty, and that had some dust in it. Obviously it's going to get it. Henry's wasn't overheating at all, his was fine, but we figured we might as well just blow it out at the same time, just, you know, a bit of maintenance, make sure it's all good. Oh, I need to go get fuel. I am bingo on fuel. So yeah, the joy of the dust and everything like that, it yeah, it just blocks everything right up. So at least they're clean. So we're going to head down. We've got our plan of how we're going to attack. I'm going to fuel this up, head down there. I've got the other GoPro as well, so I'll track that on Henry's grader at some point, and we'll be able to see him grading along. So yeah, we'll get down there and start the other side, the big mission. That's the big mission side. So the plan, Henry is, as you can see, he started here and he's pushing that windrow out that way. He'll go the whole way to the trees, and he should be able to push that windrow because he's pretty much going straight the whole time. If not, I'll help out. Then what I'm going to do while he's doing that is, you can see this windrow just here, this big one that goes all the way back. Now that's the same that we had on this side here, and that's been pushed up, you know, over the last 2 or 3 years. That's just kept being pushed up, so it's a lot of stuff to move. So I'm going to move that to somewhere over there in the bush, and then once that's clear, Henry can then start a path from back here, and we'll work out our way out. And I'm not sure what we'll do when we get to this triangle back there, but we'll figure that out. But I need to get this windrow clear, so he's got a clear path to just start his initial grade. That's all cleared. Henry's done a bit here, as you can see. So now we're going to work in tandem. He's going to start pushing this, pulling away, and I'll start helping out. I'm going to throw a camera on him and the camera on this, and I'll see if we can sync it up and show you how we work in with each other. We'll see. I've overheated the loader again. She's getting a bit warm. These big long pushes that I'm doing are it's hard work. So Henry, whilst I'm just waiting for this to cool down, you can see he's just pushing into the creek here. So there's a creek that runs through here, comes along, and if we were to have let's just say we had a 30 mil, 50 mil thunderstorm, the water wouldn't actually get through because of the way that it's been blocked off. So he's just clearing that out now. And you'll see how Henry's pushing along, and then I just am coming along behind him. I'm taking this pile out as much as I can, and then when I can, I do these big long pushes and push the material all the way out. It helps him a hell of a lot. The reason he's doing that is the windrow's getting quite large back behind me at the start there where I haven't focused, and he can probably do about 1 or 2 more pushes, and then that's him done. So as soon as this cools down, I'm heading back there to start pushing that out. But it's come out nicely. It's a big job, and the problem with where we are now, you can probably see it's more sand, and that's just because it's sand that's been washed in. So we're trying to, how long is a piece of string? How deep do we cut it? We're learning, we're discovering. So yeah, keep on going. She really isn't cooling down. I might have to go and blow it out again. a difference this is from this morning to now. It's just unbelievable. It was really windy outside. I tried to do it outside, I just couldn't. Anyway, you'll see there's a couple windrows left. So there's a windrow just here and here. This one here Henry can't push anymore, so I need to move that out to the trees. This one here Henry can still do, and he can push that one up to the edge there, which he'll do after he's done there. We've gone as far back to the creek as we sort of want to go. There's trees in the way, and then there's a big washout from years gone by of floods, so there's no point trying to get the grader into those. We're doing this so that hopefully we have a torrent of rain come at some point, a lot of water, and you know, we have now cleared all the way from up here down to here, well, the whole thing. But that, you guys remember what that was like? That was just all shrubs and grass and everything. So now if we do get a lot of water, it's going to flow, whereas before it would have been caught by all those weeds and it just wouldn't have made it to the dam. So we've I reckon we've improved this catchment by at least 100%. It's going to flow water now, which is amazing. I'm just so happy with how it's turned out. It's going to take a bit of water to settle it down. This side was a lot harder to move, so there is still quite a bit of clay, all this mud just here. So that's still there. Not much I can do about that without doing another pass and another pass, but it's not going to affect it if we're doing this for when we get a nice bit of rain. There's still some stuff right behind me here that I need to move and clean out. And there's still some stuff right at the edge of the dam that I need to go and do. I'm not too sure how I'm going to get it, but I need to get that. It's right on the edge, and there's the creek on one side, and it should be interesting. But yeah, it's turned out well. I'm glad we've done it, and having the two machines working together has just been ideal. The grader couldn't have done it alone, and the loader couldn't have done it by itself either. So they complement each other well. So yeah, look, I think we'll leave the video there. Henry tomorrow will be probably off on another dam doing that, and I'll be back down here in this, pushing up all these windrows that I haven't got to yet. But yeah, it's I'm very happy with how it's turned out. It's turned out bloody well. So with that, guys, we will leave the video there. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and share it to someone that you think might enjoy this content, because it really helps the channel grow. So if you can do that, that'd be awesome. And I will catch you in the next one.